Welcome, Badass Manifester. I am so glad you are here. I'm your host and head coach, Ashley Gordon, master mindset and manifestation biz expert, founder of the Quantum Coaching certification, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur obsessed with empowering you to create quantum leaps in your energy, your life, and your business. This is the show to help you make magic your everyday normal, where the ripple effect is real and the guest experts are world class. My mission is to power your conscious and subconscious mind with manifestation teachings, business tools, and coaching techniques to put your potential into action. Consider this your weekly up level. Are you ready for quantum transformation? Let's do this. Hello, Badass Manifesting family. I am so excited to be with you today for this beautiful transmission that is about to take place. And today I am feeling like doing something completely different. How does that sound? Sound good? Before we officially kick off today's episode, I want to share something that is really amazing with you. I was invited to be part of this amazing bundle, and I've done bundles in the past, and I really, really love this one specifically because number one, I love the creators that are in the bundle, and number two, the concept of the bundle is all about what I wish I knew, and it's called the golden ticket. So this bundle specifically is hosted by my friend Lauren Eliz Love. Some of you know her, and it's all about the golden ticket. It's like what you need on your journey of becoming the version of yourself that you're meant to be, starting the business. It's all about how to coach at empowerment, how to sell in alignment, how to embody your power, how to follow your truth with authentic certainty, how to stand strong as a magnetic leader that you know you always were meant to be. And this is your golden ticket for making it happen. So a little bit about the golden ticket. It's a bundle of 13 trainings from incredible women in the online space who are soul aligning their way to success and teaching you how to do the same. Inside the bundle, you're going to have access to 13 different trainings that is valued at over $2,000. So it's a 95% discount because we are selling it for $97. So you get to watch and binge 13 pre-recorded masterclasses and courses. And it comes with a free podcast series featuring all of the guests with really juicy, beautiful interviews, with each of us sharing what we wish we knew before we started our businesses specifically. These are such good episodes. I started listening to them already, and I loved recording mine with Lauren. So a little bit more about the masterclasses. There's masterclass with Lauren, embodying the soul-led leader within. There's Danielle McCleary, who's teaching mind-blowing magnetism. There's Lydia McLean, who's teaching reclamation, a somatic breath and vocal alchemy journey to reclaim the voice of your womb. There's me, Quantum Coach Codes. I'm teaching you how to coach, how to start, lead, and guide your coaching sessions. There's Spacious Sales with Emily Brandt. There's Multidimensional Manifestation Bundle with Stephanie Bellinger. I mean, there's some really amazing things in here. Embodying Your Highest Vibration with Stephanie Burgos. Finding and Embodying Your Truth with Carissa Johnson. Becoming a Magnet Hypnosis with Jen Casey. There are so many. There's so many more too. There's 13 in total. So my suggestion to you is go to the link in the show notes right now or the link in my Instagram bio at thequantum.coach and get this bundle for $97. You will be so happy. Oh my God, there's also Elizabeth Faye, which is the power of glow breathwork into your life and business. She's amazing. QCA graduate, beautiful, amazing business owner. I'm so excited. So yeah, these master classes on their own over $2,000. You can get them today for just $97. You're going to get the golden ticket and you're going to learn what we wish we all knew before we started our businesses. So click the link below and get it right now and tag me and let me know that you've got the bundle so I can share it and celebrate you. Okay, without further ado, enjoy today's episode. In today's episode, I really want to talk about intuition and tools to help you tune into your intuition more, processes to help clear away anything that might be in the way, and really focus in on that inner knowing and following that inner knowing. Because I say this later in the episode, but this life is a game of trust. And the more we can trust our intuition, the more powerful we become, the more potent our energy is, the more we have faith and trust in the unseen, and the more we can lean in to this thing called life. I picked up something today that I have not picked up in quite some time, and that is my oracle cards. I have such a collection of them. I have goddess cards, angel cards, oracle cards. I have Archangel Michael cards. I have just so many different cards that I love so much, and I used to use literally every single day. And why I love oracle cards so much, and if you don't know what they are, I'll just kind of briefly give you an explanation, is that they are a tool that helps give you access to what you already know, because I believe that you have all the answers within you, and that when we quiet ourselves enough to receive the answers, they come through us. But it can only ever come through us. And I believe sometimes we can get messages from other people, but ultimately we have the answers within us. And so this episode is really geared towards intuition, trusting yourself, and I'm going to pull an oracle card for everyone, or 2 or 3. I don't know yet, depending on what my intuition says. And I just want to have like a brief conversation around intuition, because I feel as though intuition is such an important topic, and one that is talked about a lot, and one that can feel a little bit watered down. Like, oh yeah, I've heard about this before. Yeah, I know intuition, right? You listen to this podcast, you know how important intuition is. I get you. But I've never like specifically talked about intuition, but we have a process inside of the Quantum Coaching Academy. It's called the Quantum Intuition Framework. And it talks about how in the present moment vortex is where intuition lives. It's where it's created from. We can only really know what's right for us when we're in the present moment. And whenever we're not in the present moment, we could be future tripping, we could be reminiscing on the past, we could be worrying about the future, we could be thinking about a fantasy, right? Something that's not actually real yet. We could be thinking about a regret. And in those quadrants, we're not in the present moment. And so a lot of these things oftentimes pull at our attention or take us away from making a decision or following our intuition, because we get stuck in, well, what if that happens? And the logical mind kicks in. And I want to say that there is a place for your logical mind and making logical decisions, and there is a place for your intuition. And usually I use my intuition to get really clear on what makes logical sense, right? So intuition is like this innate part of us that already knows. It doesn't know how it knows, but it just knows. It has all the answers. It's the house of your inner knowing. And in the chakra system in our body, it lives between our third eye center, like right in the middle of our forehead is like our eye of intuition. It's our third eye, and it's the eye of all knowing. It's this inner knowing that's always guiding you. It's the thing that guided you from where you were in the past to where you are now. And even when we don't think we can hear it, even when we don't think we are aware of it, even if we don't think we have an intuition, it's still working. It's unconditional. Our intuition is truly unconditional. And it works on the path of least effort. It works the best when we can quiet our mind to receive answers. I think oftentimes we're so bogged down with information coming at us, consuming information, trying to find the answers outside of ourselves, that we lose sight of the fact that we have this innate wisdom within ourselves that always knows and is always guiding. And the best way to cultivate a relationship with your intuition is to start to talk to it. to start to ask yourself questions, to ask the universe questions. And you could test it with small things, right? Like, what's best for me right now? A cup of coffee or a cup of water? Oh, my intuition knows it's the water, but I really want the coffee, right? Like, what's best for me right now? To take a nap or to power through and push through this thing that I'm doing? What's best for me right now? Asking yourself these questions, simple questions that you usually know the answers to, but recognizing that the answer is your intuition. It's just that knowing inside of you that knows the way. Now, where things can get a little trippy, especially for me on my path, is like when I have this intuitive download or idea and it doesn't necessarily make logical sense. So then I get fear come up. Then I have fear come up, or I have doubt come up. And doubt and fear are important, they have an important place in your life and in your path. And when it comes to following your intuition, doubt and fear are the protectors. They're like, is this safe for you? Is this safe for you to pursue this? Is this safe for you to go in this direction? Is this the right move? And it gets you into your logical brain of questioning these things. Well, what if I go down this road and then I start future tripping? And then what if I don't? And then I start future tripping, or then I reminisce on a time where I didn't follow something. And then I'm like, oh, I should have done that. You know, when you go back to a time and you're like, oh my gosh, I totally knew that was going to happen and I should have done that. All of these are important learnings and lessons for you to keep building your muscle and your faith in trusting yourself and trusting your intuition, because this life is a game of trust. That's the game we're playing here. That's the game we're playing in life. It's the game of trust. How much can we trust? And so often I hear this of like, I don't want to go all in and trust my intuition. I don't want to go all in and be all in on this manifestation happening, because what if I get disappointed? That has come up over and over again in the past with my clients. It comes up on QCI application calls. Well, what if I get disappointed? And my suggestion to you is, like, if you're questioning a decision you're making to follow your intuition and you're asking yourself, well, what if this ultimately disappoints me? What if this isn't the right decision? Go down that path. Self-coach yourself. Do some self-coaching and ask, okay, well, what if I do get disappointed? What is the worst thing that could happen? Go down that road. Take the fear till the end. Okay, well, what if that happens? Well, then I'll lose X, or I won't be in that relationship, or I'll lose this amount of money, or whatever the thing is. Like, go down that path to see where it takes you so that you could take all the guesswork out of it and not be afraid of it anymore. When you're following and trusting your intuition is so soft, it's so subtle. You have to pause to be like, wait, what did it just say? When I get intuitive downloads at times, they're so subtle that they're like a feather brushing across your face or your body that you don't even pay much attention to. And that is where being present comes in, because the more present you are, the more you're going to remember. And I have to write down these things that cross my path, right? The feathers that fly by. If I don't capture the feathers, it's so light, you just forget about it. And that's also where the fear can take over, is that you might have to make a decision, because intuition shows up in so many ways. Like, an intuitive download might not bring you fear right away, but maybe you have to make a decision that, like, is coming up against fear. Or maybe you have a dream about something and it makes you feel afraid, but you don't know if that's an intuitive message or just your fear. Like, I remember having a dream one time about taking a trip. And so I actually canceled the trip the next day. And then I realized that it was my fear, not my intuition. So you have to start to question the fear that comes up and manage that with tools and practices like nervous system regulation, being able to self-soothe, self-coach, being able to look at the fear, but also recognizing in the moment that if it is your intuition is calm. Your intuition is solid. Your intuition is grounded. Is fear calm, solid, and grounded? No. Fear is frantic. Fear is worry. Fear is uncertainty. it's the opposite of intuition. So pay attention when you feel those sensations coming up, and know that those sensations, they get to be managed and they don't run the show. And oftentimes, if you're questioning, I don't know the difference between fear and intuition, that's when it's usually fear. And so these are practices to just start to get in tune with, practices to help you come back to the present moment, because intuition is in the present moment vortex. It's in the present moment is the place where intuition really lives. And if you are not in the present moment, that's also another indicator that you might be operating from fear or doubt or a limiting decision or a limiting belief, operating from other filters other than that knowing, that inner knowing. And so I wanted to share all this with you because I think that we're in a season collectively of up-leveling. We're in a season collectively of really honing our gifts, our purpose, our mission. We're in a season collectively of really having to embody who we are, all that we are. And along with that, there can be things that are scary. There can be things that are uncomfortable. And it's really important that we stay connected to our truth. And anything you can do to stay connected to your truth is always the answer. And so with that being said, I'm going to do a collective card pull for us today. I have this deck that's called Divine Intuition Oracle. It's beautiful. I'm going to pull one card from there and maybe one card from another deck that I love. And so I ask all of our angels and guides to just tune into the collective of everyone listening to this episode of what they need to hear the most right now, what will help you tune more into your intuition than anything else. And I feel like this deck is perfect because it's the Divine Intuition deck. And I am going to pull the card right now. Ooh, 2 cards came out. Ooh. Okay, so the cards are, I wish you could see them, 28 and 31. Those are the numbers, and I share those for significance for someone if I feel like they might be significant for someone listening. And the note on the card is dreams and Mother Nature. Dreams and Mother Nature. And I feel like this is so on point for what we're talking about. And I'm going to read from the thing too, but intuitively, like dreams are really powerful for your intuition, tuning into your intuition. So some of you may need to start writing down your dreams. Some of you are having very vivid, intense dreams, and it might be worth writing them down, because anytime I ever write my dreams down, it always shows me more of what I need to know about that dream, and I can interpret the dream better. And here it says that your dreams can be utilized by your intuition to help you find the answers and inspiration you seek. Your angels and spirit guides can connect with you through your dreams, and the universe can send you messages via images, storylines, and feelings generated by dreams. The world of sleep is fascinating, and nobody is certain why we dream or exactly how it works. Some people say they don't dream or have trouble remembering them, but if the potential of your dreams interests you, then some effort on your part will be rewarded. Keeping a dream journal and pen or electronic equivalent beside your bed will create a space for your subconscious to fill. This is what I was just talking about. And then it says how you've drawn this to remind you that your dreams can be incredibly powerful messengers and can help you find the answers and inspiration that you seek. So use your dreams. And then number 31 is all about Mother Nature. Oh, I love this because I believe, and this is just my interpretation before I read the card, Mother Nature has this just mother, and the intuition of a mother is so powerful, right? And Mother Nature has this just innate wisdom built in, right? The sun doesn't forget to shine every day. The grass continues to grow, the ecosystem and the way everything works. Everything is aligned. Everything is effortless. Everything is perfect. Mother Nature is perfect. We are the ones who have destroyed her, right? And have soiled her. But it says that you've drawn this card today to remind you that when you spend time in nature, you're reconnecting with yourself at a deep fundamental level. That's that intuition. So maybe you need to take time and space. Maybe your message for intuition is to take time and space out to spend that proper time connecting. Because that connection time is everything. It's literally everything. The calming and healing influence of spending time in nature cannot be overstated. Sitting beneath a tree for 20 minutes or walking on the beach will do more for developing your intuition than any intellectual exercise. When you're in the energy of nature, you absorb beautiful high vibrations, let go of old energy blockages, and become grounded, all of which are essential to opening up more fully to your intuition and being able to trust it. When your nerves fray and your mind tires, it can create static or heavy energy that forms blockages in your channel and chakras. Your third eye and inner screen can become clouded by stresses of an unbalanced life. Take your shoes off and get some sand between your toes. Your intuition loves it when you do nothing. So plenty of time spent looking up at the clouds or staring out at the sea is prescribed. While the universe is huge, it's also very subtle. It's the man-made world that's blasting and draining you all day long, not the cosmos. I love that. Your inner world will thank you for every minute of this peaceful time. When you are doing nothing, you really aren't doing nothing at all. You're reconnecting with yourself and with life at a deep and fundamental level. This is so powerful. Wow. On that note, we all know exactly what to do, don't we? And that knowing right there, my friends, that you're getting right now, that reminder is your answer always. So stay connected to your intuition. Do something today to fill up your intuitive cup. Take a few moments to do nothing. And I know for so many of us, it seems so counterintuitive and it seems so challenging. And it is so incredibly productive for your next step in your purpose, in your life, in the thing that you're here to create. And I am supporting you in that 100%. Sending you so much love, so much light, and so much intuitive delight. Keep being badass manifester. Woo! We did some work today. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love my BAM fam. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who you know would love it too, because we live for the ripple effect over here. And how can you best support the show? Make sure you're subscribed, hit the 5 stars, and leave a review on iTunes, and let me know how the podcast has impacted you. I love being part of your real-time journey, so screenshot the episode and tag me and my guests on Instagram at ManifestWithAsh. Now say it with me. I am my own power source. I am the master of my own energy, and I deserve everything that I desire. We don't just talk about it over here, we be about it. Now go get 'em.